Good morning, coffee outlaws. This morning, I actually have my coffee with me. I'm so excited. Mm, mm, mm. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Smart Life Club. I'm Vickie Helm, and this is the Coffee Break Show. Today, what we do Monday through Friday is we share information. We share inspiration, motivation. We have a conversation, and we just hang out for a little bit, and we go live every day, Monday through Friday. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you've joined us. And if you're here every day for the Coffee Break Show, just want to say thank you so much. It is quite an honor to have you all with us and have you with us when we're going live and things are going well and we're having fun. And today I just want to say it's Friday. Oh my gosh. We have had such a great week. We have had such a great time together. So what I want to say right now is that thank you. If you're new here, do me a favor, put your name down here or over to this side, depending on where you are. I want to see who you are. If you're on Facebook, welcome. If you're on YouTube, do me a favor and hit that like button and join us. We've gone live for the first time on YouTube and we are here. So happy Friday to you. I hope you get your cup of coffee. And I just want to say, we're headed towards the end of the season. So the last show of this season is going to happen on December 23rd. And we're getting really close to Christmas. I mean, what are we, 5 days from Christmas? And so the holiday weekend, people are going to start traveling. People are going to start going. People are going to be flying and they're going to be moving, to their new year. Our last broadcast will be on the 12th, and I am going to turn this down. Our last broadcast will be on the 23rd, and then we'll be back live again January 2nd. We have so many cool things that we are implementing and growing and moving forward with so that you can go ahead and have a better new year. But I want to talk about something that's serious for me that some people accuse me of withholding. And we're at the holiday season, and the withholding for most of the time that I do everything is because there's a lot of people who want the new year. Hey, you guys, do me a favor and put your name down in there so I can see who's here. It's getting to me now. Nice to see you all popping on. Good morning. It's Friday. Hey, Lori, nice to see you. Nice to see everybody coming on. Do me a favor and put your name there. Put your name there so I know who's with us. So what I want to talk about just before we start is that I've been talking about this for the last few days. We're heading into a new decade. It's not just a new year. It is the decade that is going to be tumultuous. It is going to be rocking. It is going to have new stuff. It is going to be the year. It can be the decade. It will be either the most painful or prosperous new year or decade of your life, depending on the actions you take. Depending on the actions you take. Now, usually I'm very uplifted in my conversations here. Good morning, Karen. Nice to see you. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you on. Depending on the conversation, I want to say that I believe that everything about what's coming up, people want to have to help us thrive. Good morning, Barb. It's nice to see you on. Good morning, Brandon. Nice to know you're here. Howdy, Coffee Outlaws, said Karen. Barb said, good morning, everyone. So happy to be here. Brandon, we have a holiday party today. Christmas carols by group in a competition. All right. Winner gets a pizza party. We have the 12 days of Christmas. How awesome. That sounds fun to me. That would be fun. Except that I don't sing very well, which is why I talk. Anyway, so coming up, I want everybody to know that the next year I'm going to be handling the topics of how to take advantage of some of the stuff that is happening right now that can help your business grow, that can help you grow. On the flip side, I want to tell you that all of the middleman jobs are being eliminated. All of the middleman jobs. I have invested in AI for my company so that we have things that happen on a much easier scale so that people can duplicate work that has usually taken days and hours and do it within the hour. So that we have all this software coming out to make jobs easier for people, to make your message come out more easily. And what that does is it wipes out the necessity for somebody else to do it. So that person that you hire on Fiverr, you may not have to hire anymore. And so what's happening is you want to create a brand or a message so that you can begin to work on that. The working for someone, they've made it so that the someone you're working for doesn't need you. What happens is if you get a team of people, like you belong to a team of people, whether it's 2, 3, or 5, I wouldn't go over 5. After 5, that's too many people. But what happens when you go over and you get a team together and everybody has the tools that they can use to get stuff out faster, to get stuff out there in a way you don't need anyone else. What you start doing is hiring somebody to do your job so you oversee what they're doing and not necessarily hiring the services of a company. And here's why I want to say that, because I know one of the things that is big right now is having an agency. And having an agency means that you do the work for someone, like having a Facebook ads agency or a video duplication agency or an SEO agency, people who do work for them. Well, I want to say that's probably only got a couple of years left in it before AI is coming in, because right now, there are some AI that's coming out that does Camtasia just as well as you do by yourself. Just this video technology coming out. And it's so simple and so easy to use that it will create for you in the AI form what would take days before, days of work, days of editing, days of pulling all the parts together. It happens just like that right now. So on one hand, all of this cool stuff is going to make it so that you can rock and roll and take no prisoners. You can get your message out. So what's the important thing? The important thing is to know what your message is. Good morning, Peter. Nice to see you. I know you're in that sunny Florida area. So you figure out what's your message. Everything is moving into an automated template, and that step-by-step systems are going to be like, at first you do this, then you do this, then you do this. Now they have apps, they have AI, and those things can come out and bam, they're duplicating the system for you. That's the future. That means you got to know, what is your message? What are you about? What do you want to talk about? Because if you find a subject that you're passionate about, and that subject, you have all the tools to get that message out, to go ahead and get involved with having people be involved with your product, or be involved with your services, or be involved with whatever you want them to be involved with. So if you have a product like, I don't know, even if it's candles, let's say, I don't know, I'm making this up. Let's say you have a CBD candle that when it burns helps eliminate the flu or relieve the flu. Happy birthday, Brandon. I guess it's Brandon's birthday. Happy birthday, Brandon. When they relieve the flu thing, you'd be like, okay, how do I get my message out? And so let's say your message is, if you don't like flu shots, what are the alternatives? And so you want to make a video and an article and this, that. What are the alternatives? Get them involved with your product, having a link there to the product, right? So you have a plethora of ways of doing that now. Everything has gotten automated. That's the future. And when you start making your New Year's resolutions, part of the resolution that you want to have is you want to have a business that's automated. That's gotten to the point where, it can do 5 people's work in an hour. And that, no matter what, that's what's happening. Automation is coming. Now, the beauty of the human is that they're creative and they can make things and then put it in their funnel to, be out there in the world to sell. I want to stop here and go. Karen said automation can reduce the time you can complete a project. Boy, you aren't lying, that's for sure. Some really good and easy tools to use for projects. Yes, you're amazing. Thank you, Peter. I don't know who got to Smart Groom Firm Consulting, but they said, happy birthday, Brandon. And that I'm wondering how that happened. Let's see. It's really the smart way today. Yes, thank you. Hi, Peter. Merry Christmas to you and Merry France. And from Karen, Merry Christmas, Karen. #truth. I want to know who's on the Smart Group Firm Consulting site watching this show from there. We'll see what happens. I got to figure that out. So what I want to say to you today is it's Friday. You're going to have a holiday. We're done on the 23rd with this season, and we won't see you till January 2nd. We have that from the 23rd to January 2nd. We will not be having the Coffee Outlaw Show Coffee Break Show, but then it'll start on January 2nd. We'll be back on live. But what I want to say is the future is this amazing thing. If you participate with some of the tools that are out there, they can help you in ways that you can't even imagine. And so what's going to happen is maybe I'll review some tools January 2nd, what kind of tools we're going to use. And when you think about the entrepreneur in your household or the business person or self-employed person or whatever else in your household, what things do they need to help them make the job easier for them going into the new year? Let's see. I'm watching from within group under my profile ID today. I'm not sure what that means, but Barb, are you the one that's in the smart? Is that what you're saying? Not quite sure. You are a superstar, Vickie. Thank you. You're so complimentary, Peter. I love that. So anyway, what happens and what is it that you're going to need to give you success in this decade? This decade is so important. I can't remember a more important decade in my lifetime than this next 10 years that is coming up. That's how important this is. And I know a lot of people are afraid of some of the stuff that's coming out, but some of the stuff that's coming out, it's going to eliminate corruption in a way that you can't even imagine. It's going to make it easier for the do-it-yourself entrepreneur to have access to tools and things that make life easier to run a business from home. It's going to make it easier to build whatever business you want to build out there. And there are tools right now that are so inexpensive. So even just this, if I look at the live show, I've been about 19 months at doing this, maybe 19, almost 20 months at doing this. And I haven't had to pay a dime to broadcast. I've been broadcasting live for free. So the tools that I use to do this show, super inexpensive. And I don't know if you remember the cost of doing studio time with someone where you have the whole team and the big production and the making of a movie and everything else that you needed to have in place in order to produce like even a 60-second commercial or a 15 or 20-second commercial. And right now with StreamYard, I can go live at 5 places all at once for free. And the studio is right there. So what it does is it makes it easier for me to get the message out. It makes it easier for us to talk. It makes it easier I can talk to you right now. I have an interactive studio. Can you imagine that? So when you have an interactive studio, could you imagine being able to do that back in the 80s or the 90s? There was no way to interact with the people watching your show. And right now I can look and I'm like, there's Karen Sachs. I have the hashtag Smart Group Firm icon. Can't get on Smart Life Club on the page. Okay. Peter says, yes, I remember. That's right. Peter's past life. He made commercials. He made movies. He did a lot of stuff with that. I bet you remember. Barb says, Barb here, from my end, the live cast is showing under my profile ID and I'm watching from within the group. Fantastic. Vickie, someone else is posting as a Smart Life Club. Okay, thank you very much. That helps me out. So what I'm saying to you here is, look at that. They can talk to me at the same time, not just people. So your client, the person you want to talk to, the person you want to reach, you can actually talk to them via live. You can actually have a conversation, and all of it is so inexpensive. Now, I know there's some down things about it. So when I do a live video, the live video belongs to Facebook. Well, I'm so thankful that the platform is there. Even if Facebook is keeping the live show and putting it in there and saying, well, they do a live Monday through Friday, and we have all this content, all these new assets being created every single day. YouTube, same thing. There is a point where right now, from 2020 to 2030, that window right there, all of these tools that you have at your ability to get your message out, whether it's health, wealth, relationship, whether it's UFOs, it doesn't matter what it is. There's a group, there's people listening, and there's people who want connection with people who believe like they believe. So if you have entrepreneurs, there's entrepreneurs that want connection with other entrepreneurs. If you like mountain biking like I do, there's a group for mountain biking. Everybody comes together. I'm happy to share the assets of my conversations on Facebook for the free use. I see it not as a big Facebook thing. It's a joint venture between me and Facebook. Yes, they keep the asset. They may even own the intellectual property, but there's more of that intellectual property where that came from. There's more and more and more and more in the conversations. As long as it's lifting up consciousness, as long as it's uplifting your rising tide that lifts all boats, then you're serving humanity in that way. Barb says the live video does not belong to Facebook. Yay, thank you. Facebook just has the right to show the broadcast, our live broadcast. That's fantastic. Thank you for that. Barb is just a plethora of information on Facebook Live. And that's an exciting thing. I want to read that again. That's important. I mean, the live video does not belong to Facebook. Facebook just has the right to show and broadcast our live broadcast. And how kind is that? Just be clear, absolutely joint or collaborative ventures. That's right. I don't see Facebook as trying to control me or take over the world or anything else. I see this as a joint venture between me and them. And of course, we have to follow the rules. There's no violent or gross content. I mean, you play within the rules of that. And it allows you this for free. If you're not taking advantage of the tools that are offered you through platforms, right now they're free. And I expect over time, they're going to start costing. I expect over time that when I don't know, maybe when content producers like myself continue, we may want to add things like I added StreamYard, and that cost me a little bit of money. And then you get the tools of StreamYard with you. But these things that are happening right now are happening to benefit you. If you don't choose to benefit yourself by taking action in a different way and learning about how to do all of these tools. I mean, all of these tools. I train every day, read a book every day, or read part of a book every day. I don't read a book a day. I wish, but I read about a book a week. But I look at all these topics. There are so many platforms right now, and there's so many ways that you can benefit yourself. So here's the important thing, I think, and I think Barb said it best, absolutely joint or collaborative ventures. Joint or collaborative ventures. When you create a platform to have a conversation with, when you create a platform to have people on that can talk with you, or you can grow your message or lift somebody else's message up that you really like, then you're creating an amazing way for people to contact you, know you, get to know you, like you, buy from you, become a client of yours, try your product, and do everything. Peter says an online tool is something that uses an internet connection to access the information it needs. That's correct. And I want to let you know, a lot of people are afraid of technology. They don't think they're smart enough or good enough or whatever. I want to tell you that the software right now has gotten so simple, and AI has helped. It's gotten so simple that anyone, kids can use it, toddlers can use it. There's nothing to be afraid of right now, nothing to get your message out. The only thing that you may have to manage more than software is the 6 inches between your ears. This part right here, when you start saying to yourself, I'm not smart enough, good enough, well enough. And the other thing is, find your own voice. I have so many people who try to copy what I say or what I do or how I am or what they say. And they send me videos. They copy the name or make a similar name of my club, or they make a similar video, or they even verbatim say exactly what was said in the video. They copy the video and the way the structure is and hoping to get better at it. I want to say that's all cool. That's all fine. The power is in finding your own voice, finding your own rhythm, finding how you, and you want to improve over time. You want to improve consistently. So when I first started, I had a lot of people tell me a lot of things, and they were like, Vickie, you'll improve if you do this and this and this. And I don't always bat 1,000. There are times that I forget to look at the camera that's right there. I want to look down here and make sure everything's going right. Or I look over here. It's not about being perfect. It's about being authentic. It's not about getting things right. It's about getting things real. And sometimes these mistakes help people see how they want to move forward. When you're building these platforms and you're building your message, it's okay to screw it up. Most people forgive you. This is live video. Live video. I've copped, I've hiccuped, I've ummed myself to death. It's not about being perfect. It's about being it's about being real in such a way that people get a sense of who you are because of the presence of you. If you're trying to be or copy someone else, you're going to get found out. People can sense. They have BS detectors, and they'll be like, their authenticity meter is, how is it high or is it low? The authenticity meter. People want to meet you, and you're like, no, they don't. Yes, they do. People need to know that it's okay too. It's okay to screw up. It's okay to be seen. Lori says, yes, finding your own voice is a big one. The same thing that works really well for one person may not work at all for someone else. Yes, and I believe that's true. Finding your own voice is a big one. So I have had no speech training. I've had no radio training. I've had no drama classes. I haven't had anything in media. And if you're a really good media person, you're probably going, yes, that's true. She hasn't. But the one thing I do have is courage. I'm okay at wearing my heart on my sleeve and being authentic in the moment. I'm okay at here I am, warts and all. Here I am, mistakes and all. Here I am, imperfections and all. And that is the basis for the future. It's like it's reality TV time. And reality TV time, whether it's live video or whether it's studio video like America's Got Talent or American Idol, all of those are reality shows. The X Factor, we are in love with seeing and knowing and learning about the talent of the human person. We are all talents, whether it's writing talent, drawing talents. We are in love with beauty and art of all kinds. Beauty and art. We are in love with wellness and ingenuity and all kinds of things that accentuate the human experience. And when you have that point, It doesn't always mean that you have to be perfect, but it does mean you have to be real. It means you want to connect with them. It means you want to really, when you feel what you feel, you have to show it. Be here now with it. Be here in the moment with your heart. Be here with your heart. Everybody else, they can forgive your mistakes. They can forgive your hiccup. They can forgive. I mean, this year I came on, I had 2 different earrings on. I was so tired. I had one earring here that was different than this earring. And I remember not even noticing it for a while and then looking into the camera and going, oh my God, I have the wrong earrings. I have 2 different earrings on. And so everybody had a good laugh. Nobody said, cut, get your earrings on. You want to be in that real TV. And there are some times that I have come on, my eyes were so puffy from being tired. And people want to see, what does it really take to get there? What does it take? Where are you getting to? There's no place to get to. What does it take to get there? There's no place to get there. You're either going to be this person that you are or not. Whether you get there or not, whether you have success is a lifestyle. It's who you are. It's not a place you go to. It's not an agenda. It's like when you say, this is the next level I want to hit. This is the next level. That means you want to hit it. And I will tell you something that I found out this year that just makes me teary-eyed. In this group over the last 19 months, all of you have wanted to see me succeed. And all of you, especially Barb Tomlin right now, have come in and said, this is what you need to make this successful. And you need to make this show up and this show up and this show up and add this. Make sure you practice this. Karen Sachs, I can't even speak now. Karen Sachs has been in the background doing so much work, helping to get this show to the place where it is right now. And it will continue to do that. And with those kinds of people behind you, Robert Stern has commented, he's helped for free a couple of times when we needed to ask for help. He's jumped in and helped us for free. And so has Barb. And when I had emergencies this last couple of years, people stepped in and said, don't worry, we'll handle this for you. And that kind of support from a community, you can't buy that. You have to earn it. And if you know that you are showing up every day, willing to do, you will find people who are willing to help you in the moment that you need help. So Peter says, genuine person means that they are true to themselves in a way that they think, feel, and want to be seen and portrayed. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Genuine persons. I'm going to end the show with this because I think it's so powerful. Genuine persons means that they are true to themselves in a way that they think, feel, and want to be seen and portrayed. Thank you. That is the truth right there. So this next year, take advantage of all the true tools. And most important, the courage to be seen. The courage to be seen is the next level. All right. I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace out. Bye.